Hi Twin Flames and welcome to the weekly Twin Flame Energy Forecast. In this video, we'll see what is going to come up for your Twin Flame, for you, and our last card, as always, is the next steps that you can take in order to speed up your harmonious Twin Flame union. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, but if you would like a personalized reading with guidance specific to your Twin Flame situation, then I have the links with all the information in the description of this video. So let's get started with your Twin Flames card. Let's see what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what's going to happen with them this week. And we have Take a Chance on Love. This is such a beautiful card. I mean, look at it. There's the couple, there's this like portal over here, but it's also the higher power that watches over us, whether you call that God, our creator, source. It's really beautiful. It's like the divine is leading you and your Twin Flame where you need to be into a whole new era. You're coming out of this chaos and into harmony. So this is very symbolic. I get the feeling that your Twin Flame is slowly nudged to open their heart despite past hurts. I feel like those past hurts could either be previous relationships. If your Twin Flame is in another relationship, they had a past marriage that didn't work out, maybe they had a lot of heartbreak in their romantic life, or maybe it could have to do with the situation between you. Maybe something happened and you hurt each other's feelings, possibly without meaning to, but those things can happen. It's okay. Things like that happen in relationships, and if you're in this position where you feel like you hurt your Twin Flame and you feel guilty about it, I feel guided to say to you that it's okay to let go of the guilt, to forgive yourself, and to move on with a lesson from this experience. So, for example, if you said something in anger, it's okay to forgive yourself and learn the lesson of this experience. So, maybe from now on, you need to ask for space to cool down before expressing yourself so that you won't say anything hurtful. So it's more effective to use this situation as a learning tool, as a tool to deepen your relationship with your Twin Flame and improve it, instead of, just feeling guilty about it, which really doesn't help either of you. And it just keeps this guilty energy in your relationship and it really doesn't feel good. We need a fresh start here. So I feel like your Twin Flame is also reconsidering their fears or hesitations, their limiting beliefs around love, and those are very common in this day and age, people having limiting beliefs. Maybe they think that Twin Flame love is too good to be true. That's a common one. Or your Twin Flame might feel unworthy, or that it's never gonna happen, it's impossible, there's so many obstacles. So this week is a processing week. They're just feeling into those beliefs and letting them go. And they might also be letting go of limiting beliefs around you specifically. So back to the unworthiness example, they might feel like you're too good for them and they might disappoint you in the future if you have an actual relationship together. Maybe they feel like they can't offer you what you need and what you want. And they might not share those thoughts with you, by the way, because these are very vulnerable thoughts. So if your relationship is not at this point yet, they might not share it openly, but you will be able to feel that in their energy, like they're working through some really heavy stuff in order to free their heart for the next chapter in your love life. Some of you can expect your Twin Flame to take some steps forward in some way. Like they're definitely going to take emotional steps forward. There's going to be a lot of healing this week, a lot of shedding the old and welcoming the new energy. But you might also receive a message through a dream, an energetic shift. And all you need to do to receive that is just stay open to miracles, stay open to the situation between you and your Twin Flame to change. If you despair and you feel like things are never gonna change, my Twin Flame is always going to run the same pattern, well, your Twin Flame is going to respond to that because you mirror each other. So it's best to stay optimistic, stay aligned with this new chapter that you're trying to invite into your love life, and expect shifts and miracles to happen. All right, let's move on to your week ahead. What's going to happen with you this week? Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Would you look at that? It's kind of what we talked about, about believing things can change. I love the connection here. So the theme here is to balance your presence, being in the present, with intention and dreams and what you desire to manifest. Because something that we might do that is counterproductive is, daydream too much of the future in order to manifest it. But when we do that, that's an imbalance because we're not addressing the present. And what's in the present is what's blocking the future from manifesting. So let's say you're no contact with your twin flame. You haven't had any contact for years, maybe. If you're daydreaming just about, when we're going to be together, we're going to go travel and we'll live together and it will look like that, yeah, that's beautiful. But don't forget to address the no contact thing. How do I feel that we haven't spoken in 10 years, let's say? There's some healing to be done here, and that's what's preventing the beautiful future you're daydreaming of from manifesting. So it's important to stay grounded in the present, acknowledging that, hey, this is where I'm at right now, but it's just one season of my twin flame journey. It's not my final destiny. It's not going to be this way forever. It's my current lesson, the current level I'm playing, and I'm going to level up. So stay grounded while still holding your vision for your union. And what can really help with that is meditation, journaling, making sure that you know what your intentions are, what your vision for your future looks like. But also, write a small list. I love lists, personally. I use them all the time with myself, with my clients. Like, okay, what are the 5 things you feel like are preventing you from taking the next step on your twin flame journey? Might be, my twin flame is with someone else. My twin flame is not talking to me. Distance. What else? Money is also a common one. My finances aren't secure, let's say. It could be anything. Like, writing down the reasons can really help you to identify what's blocking you from moving forward, and then you can take both physical steps to change that and emotional healing steps. Heal it within and also take divinely guided action. So that's very important for you this week. And last but not least, let's see your next steps. How can you speed up the process of your union with your twin flame? And we have the Union of Hearts. This is so pretty. Look at how grounded they are in love. They're thriving. That's beautiful. They're like one tree at this point. So I feel like this is more of a reminder than an exact next step. It's like confirmation that what you're feeling is a deep soul connection. And the card says specifically that it defies explanation. So I feel like it's important to not overanalyze things, not to try to navigate this journey from your rational, logical mind. Of course, you need to apply logic in some situations, right? But this is a journey of faith, of going by your heart, by your emotions, by your soul. There's a balance here. But mainly, this is a journey of the heart, and it happens within. I feel like you're also being reminded that your connection with your twin flame is real, it's eternal, and it's unbreakable. Like, unless you're really choosing separation with your twin flame, you're going to end up together. And there's nothing you can do to break the connection forever, even if you really mess up, because you're created as one. So you can just relax. Don't worry about being perfect, because you're lovable anyway. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. That's just ego. We don't want that. And it's not true anyway. So, your next step is to relax into this truth that you can't break that connection. It will always be there for you. And you can even take your time healing what you need to. You can take this journey as fast or as slow as you want. And I also feel like it's very important to kind of do what your twin flame will be focusing on this week. Like, take a look at your own limiting beliefs and let them go. Heal in that space and focus on union consciousness instead of separation. Letting go of any ego or separation stories and beliefs is extremely important. And it's also extremely important to act from a place of love instead of fear. And pretty much that's the formula. It's not super complicated. Being in your head and trying to rationalize or overanalyze, that's what makes it complicated. But when you navigate from your heart, it's pretty simple actually. So something to remember is that your union is not something that you chase or that you make happen or that you need to do. It's not an action. It's something that you are. It's something that you embody. And it's your natural state of being. So essentially, it's all about you relaxing into your authentic divine self by letting go of what isn't aligned with that. So this is all I had for you this week, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next week.